Hey, salutations. Welcome to my YouTube channel, All Things Chadwick. From the inception of this little channel, and when I say little, I do mean little, I have never really planned out what I was going to do, what I was going to say. It's all been spur of the moment. Like, if someone says, could we have chili this weekend? Then I think, yeah, I need to get this stuff for chili. And then when I'm at home getting all the things out, I think, oh, I'll video this. And then, oh, well, if I'm going to do chili, then we'll do pimento cheese. Or if I'm going to go shopping, let me video this. Or if I have an appointment, let's video. So it's all just been spur of the moment. It's not like I plan these things out days ahead of time or even half an hour ahead of time. Usually it just kind of happens. So I've been kind of rearranging and organizing and, getting things ready for the seasons to change, and autumn is here and Halloween, and then we're going to do Thanksgiving. And I was thinking, I need to do a video today. I don't have to, but I kind of want to, need to, whatever. And I'm thinking, what is something that I could show around here that kind of describes a little bit more of what some of the things I like, who I am, what I do. I kind of have a Liberace mindset, Liberace syndrome, Liberace complex. I don't know. I love things around me, like especially things with a story, things that have a character and illustrative. They just kind of. I need them around me. I enjoy things around me. And one of the things that I love more than all the other things would be, well, of course, here I sit below Buddha. Hey, Buddha. And right over here to my right is the little statue, Booty and Buddha. He's Balinese and he's Asian. Anyway, but one of the things I love more than all the other things, books. I love books. I do enjoy reading, but I don't read nearly as much as I enjoy just books. Books are like pieces of art as far as I'm concerned. Even little books that you would think are insignificant, but they have an interesting title or an interesting script, or the spine is colorful or embossed, or it's leather with all of these details and, they're like pieces of art to me. So I thought I'm just going to turn on a little music and let you enjoy a few scenes from around our home, just of where I've used books as artwork, like to decorate with, under lamps, under things, I love books. Do you love books? I hope that this will inspire you if you've been needing some decor ideas. And occasionally, not very often, maybe once or twice a year, I'll be like, I picked that book up 2 or 3 years ago and it's beautiful and it's been sitting there, and I'm going to grab that book and read that book, and I'll get it out, and the next 3 or 4 days, I'll read a book that's been sitting here for years that I've never opened or looked at. So anyway, enjoy a few little vistas around my house and enjoy the music, which I do not own copyright to. If I were to ever get, I don't have to worry about being demonetized with 91 subscribers. I really want 100 subscribers, by the way. Let's enjoy some books. Okay, so there you have it. I love books. And I am sitting in one of my big comfy chairs with my big, comfy, fabulous, tasseled Restoration Hardware throw. I love this thing. It's one of my favorites. And my comfy pillow. You all know I love pillows. This is where I can put my book. I made this pillow about 20 years ago. Anyway, that's where I can put my books. And I have my foot up on a little footstool. Let me show you this cute, darling little footstool. Are you kidding me? Is that not fabulous? Oh, it's iron. And it's so old. It's marked, but I'm not going to go into that. But anyway, so foot up on a little footstool on the side. And I'm sure that some of you are thinking, well, do you have a favorite book with music? And by the way, I did not show you all my books. I have like in one of the chimneys that's no longer working, I have like tons of books just stacked inside a chimney. It doesn't work. It's concreted off. It's not a fire hazard or anything. I have books in totes. I have books up on shelves that I forgot about, like in the master bedroom and in my, but I just showed you a few of the little decorative, ways that I have used some books. But I cannot pick a favorite song, a favorite musical. I cannot pick like one of my favorite friends. I cannot pick what's my favorite food. I can't even really choose a favorite color. But I can choose one of my favorite books in this house. One of my favorite books in this house is It Can Be Done. It's a poetry book. I love poetry and I have several poetry books. This is Poems of Inspiration. And it says right inside, to Hazel with love and hope. This book, let me see what this is dated. It can be done is what the first page says. It can be done. One of my mottos, it can be done. This is collection by Joseph Morris and St. Clair Adams, New York, George Sully and Company. Printed in the USA. George Sully and Company, 1921. I think you can maybe see that. Anyway, I love this book and I have one of my favorite. I have several of these I read and I think, oh my God, that's my new favorite. That's my new favorite. One of my favorites has always been on page 179, but I may go into that another day. For today, I have this bookmarked, and the name of the poem is Today. And I'm going to read it to you. There's a little preface here. It says, we often lose the happiness of today by brooding over the sorrows of yesterday or fearing the troubles of tomorrow. This is exceedingly foolish. There is always some pleasure at hand. Seize it, and at no time will you be without pleasure. It's a little dark in here. You cannot change the past, but your spirit at this moment will in some measure shape your future. Live life, therefore, in the present tense. Do not miss the joys of right now, today. And this was probably written in the 1800s. So some of these ideas, I read these poems and writings from eons ago, and I think these ideas are so prevalent and relevant and popular today, but they've been around for decades, even centuries, if you will. So here is Today by Douglas Mallock. Sure, this world is full of trouble. I ain't said it ain't. Lord, I've had enough and double reason for complaint. Rains and storms have come to fret me. Skies were often gray. Thorns and brambles have beset me on the road. But hey, ain't it fine right now, today? What's the use of always weepin', making trouble last? What's the use of always keepin' thinkin' of the past? Each must have his tribulation, water with his wine. Life, it ain't no celebration. Trouble, I've had mine. But today, right now, is fine. One more. It's today that I'm a livin', not a month ago. Having, losing, taking, giving, as time wills it so. Yesterday, a cloud of sorrow fell across my way. It may rain again tomorrow. It may rain, but hey, ain't it fine right now, today? And there is darling Douglas Malloch. Can you see him? He's adorable. He's gorgeous. And the fact that that came out of his brain, I'm just in love with him. Might have to Google him, see who he was. And then there was, I'm going to go ahead and read this one since I have just a minute. I'm not rushing myself. Page 179. Now, know yourself, said the Greeks. Be yourself, bade Marcus Aurelius. Give yourself, taught the master. Though the third precept is the noblest, the first and second are admirable also. The second is violated on all hands. Be yourself. Yet to be what nature planned us, to develop our own natural selves, is better than to copy those who may be wittier or seem wiser or otherwise we think better endowed than we. Genuineness should always be preferred to imitation. Now, this was also written in the 1800s, I'm sure, and the poet is anonymous. Here we go. The sunflower ain't the daisy. The melon ain't the rose. Why are they all so crazy to be something else that grows? Just stick to the place you're planted and be the best you knows. Be the sunflower or the daisy, the melon or the rose. Don't be what you're not. Just be what you is. If you are not what you are, then you are not what you is. If you're just a little tadpole, don't try to be the whole frog. If you're just a little tail, don't try to wag the whole dog. Pass the plate if you can't exalt and preach. If you're just a little pebble, don't try to be the whole beach. When a man is what he isn't, then he isn't what he is. And as sure as I'm a-talking, he's a-gonna get his. I love that poem. I remember picking this up in an old bookstore years ago, and that's the very first page I flipped to, and I thought, I don't care if this book cost me $100, this book is mine. Now, let me look in here and see if it had a price. I mean, I'm sure it was like $3 or $4, but I thought, I don't care how much it cost, I'm having this book. It's a great book. I've never Googled to see if you can still get copies of this, but this would be a great book for someone that loves inspirational poetry. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed a little tour of some of my books. I love you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting and sending me comments and sweet suggestions and just, sweet, kind words. I love it. And I hope you're having a good day. Remember to live in the moment if possible. Try not to dwell too much on the past or worry and fret too much about tomorrow or next week or next year. I'm talking to myself. Okay, take care and I'll see you soon. Please subscribe, please like, please comment. I want to hear from you. Love you all. Bye.